Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yu-Gi-Oh video. So it was not too long ago where I made a video on this channel discussing my thoughts and kind of surprise as to a complete lack of Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's English dub news. I know the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dubs have always been quite behind production in terms of time in comparison to the original subbed material, the Japanese material, but we got some crazy news on the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub not that long ago, only about 5 or 6 days ago. Actually, I think it's probably been a week at this point, but I wanted to go over that news with you because there's two things that are very surprising to me. And the news, of course, confirms that we are, in fact, getting a Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's English dub, which is great. Now, that is something that I have kind of known about for a little bit of time. If you believed my whole video that I did, a couple years ago where I was like, I've said it many times that there was definitely a dub in production. There was wordings by people at Konami Cross Media in public forums that very well indicated that there was going to be a dub made. And even without that, there were still a lot of people who felt there was never going to be an English dub of this show. Well, at least we have definitive confirmation that there is a dub for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's. Now, this was in the TV Kids newsletter. There was a page with a few people from Konami Cross Media New York talking about the various ways that media is consumed in today's sphere, if you will. It's much different than TV adaptations or really TV consumption that was going on in the early 2000s when, of course, Yu-Gi-Oh! And the Yu-Gi-Oh! Dubs were at their peak. And the big takeaway from this newsletter is this promotional poster. And there's some very interesting things about this poster and what seems to be more of an advertisement than anything else. So it's obviously a poster for Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, and it says as the headline, all new series now available, 52 22-minute episodes. Now, if you're not watching Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, if you don't know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's, that is the entire first season. This past weekend, episode 68 just aired. Episode 69 is airing in Japan this coming weekend at the time of the video being recorded. So that means that the first 52 episodes, the entire first season, all 4 of the first arcs in that first season are fully dubbed. That is very surprising to me, because that means if they released the 52 episodes, even in the next month or two, they would only be about 20 episodes behind where the show currently is in Japan, which is unheard of for Yu-Gi-Oh! Dubs. Yu-Gi-Oh! Dubs are usually a good 50, 60, sometimes even 80 or 90 episodes behind schedule as to when the show is airing in Japan. That is just kind of the normal buffer time for Yu-Gi-Oh! But the fact that at least 52 of the first 68 episodes have been fully dubbed in English already, which would, of course, be implied by this statement, is very surprising and honestly very pleasantly surprising. I mean, Konami Cross Media is doing a very good job at getting the dub done as quickly as possible. And if you have a big batch of 52 episodes, this is going to be, in my opinion, the most critical part of the success of the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub. I think that binge watching has become such a culture, has become such a normalized way to consume media for many people. I don't think most people want to watch a show like Yu-Gi-Oh! That is a very, very long-running show on a week-to-week basis. Sure, that sort of formula will work for like a Marvel series, a Marvel TV show. There's been plenty of successful ones on Disney+, but not only are those episodes much longer than most Yu-Gi-Oh! Episodes, those seasons are sometimes 6 episodes, sometimes 12 episodes. They're not yearly running episodic productions. And for that reason, I believe a show like Yu-Gi-Oh! And anime in general is best watched binged, and I think most people like to enjoy the show binged. And so the most important aspect of, I believe, Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub success is whether or not the episodes will be released all at once or on a week-to-week basis. how cool and different would it be if Konami Cross Media comes out in the next few weeks and says, the entire first season, the entire first 52 episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens will be available on YouTube or Netflix or Disney Plus, whatever site you want to choose or service you want to choose, in its entirety. I think that would be really, really cool, and I think that would be a great way to get people to watch the show. There are a lot of people that do wait for the English dub of Yu-Gi-Oh! So I know there's a lot of people that watch my channel where they're like me, where they watch the shows as they air in Japan, and they watch the shows subbed with, English subtitles. But there are a lot of people that genuinely do wait for the English dub, and I think the English dub for Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens will align perfectly with the type of show that Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. I think the jokes are going to land a little more fluently and a little more naturally than maybe they do in a more serious setting like a Yu-Gi-Oh! Vrains or a Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is a majority comedy production, and for that reason, I think a production studio like Konami Cross Media is really going to thrive. So there's a lot of people that are very intrigued to see what they do with the dub, and of course to see who is going to be voicing who, which I should say we have no announcement on any roles or anything like that. But the other interesting factor of this, because remember I said there were two interesting factors to me. The other interesting factor is what's right below the all-new series now available, and I have blurred out a lot of the detail on here because there is an email address and probably a business phone number for Jennifer Bazzelli, who works for Konami Cross Media, and actually the email is Konami Cross Media Sales. So this, to me, almost looks like it is a promotional poster, or hoping that companies will contact them or contact Ms. Bazzelli in this case and say, hey, we want Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens on our platform. So I think that the state of where Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens is going to air is still very much up in the air. And this poster makes it seem like, to me, that they are trying to advertise to companies that might be interested in purchasing the airing rights to Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens for the first 52 episodes. So those are my two big takeaways from this promotion, from this newsletter, but I think it is a really, really good sign that allegedly 52 episodes of the English dub are complete, that we now have confirmation the English dub is not only coming, but it's in full-fledged production, and there are a lot of statements that kind of indicate from Konami Cross Media reps in this article that they kind of know that there are so many other platforms and ways that people choose to consume media, and so a release on a week-by-week basis, which is what Yu-Gi-Oh! Has usually done for their dubs, might not cut it anymore with the changing digital sphere. So a couple of really interesting things to watch as we wait for any further announcement. But guys, let me know your thoughts on the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's English dub. Are you excited for it? Are you not really interested in it? And how do you feel about 52 episodes apparently already being done? That to me is insane, but really, really cool. Hopefully we will get some news on the casting announcements very soon, but for now, that is all that we know about the Yu-Gi-Oh! 7's dub. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I will talk to you down below in the comment section. And a special thank you to my Platinum tier patrons, Horace Maye, Goosey Q, Panther J, Blue Maiden 28, and Jarrett Buller, and to my Diamond tier patrons, Jesse Wood, Latrell Smith, Fasty, and Erick Avila, and to my Egyptian God tier patrons, MegaWill and Ccapacappuuu. Thank you so much to everyone who supports me on Patreon. I cannot tell you how much it means to me, and I highly recommend you check out my Patreon. It is a link down below. There are a lot of really, really cool perks that you can get if you sign up to be a Patreon and if you want to go that extra mile to support this YouTube channel. But regardless, thank you guys so much for watching. I stream on Twitch, I'm on Twitter, and I'm on Instagram. Links to all those will be down below. Once again, thank you so much for your support, and I hope you have an amazing day. Take care, guys.